Hello, it is David Spark, and I am here at the end of the day, or the end of the show, almost, only a couple hours away from the end of the LeWeb conference, and it's been a two-day conference, and this is also concluding the entire Travel Geeks tour that we're here. And I just want to kind of summarize what went on today. Now, I want to point out that the theme of LeWeb was sold to us as being about real-time web. Well, if you were here yesterday, you wouldn't have known that because there was no real-time web content. But today, that changed. Yes, there was actually some real-time web content in the deep discussion room, and I want to briefly talk about that. Jeremiah Oyang with the Altimeter Group back in the Bay Area, who I also know, he gave a really, really great presentation and some good actionable advice. Just want to bring out a couple of points to talk about. One is the need to recruit an unpaid army in real-time search. I mean, his whole presentation was about the fact that real-time isn't fast enough. We just can't keep up with it, and you are going to need your community to help you out if you are a brand. I mean, specifically speaking of brand. And also, the need to merge your traditional customer service operations with social media operations coming together. In fact, I talked about this with Richard Binhammer of Dell yesterday. You can see the video of that. Also, just one cool thing that came out of this event, Mobile Roadie developed a LeWeb application allowing people who are not physically here to enjoy the event, whether they're on the train via their mobile application. A couple interesting things I thought. TweetDeck, which is the application allows you to sort of manage your tweets and send tweets. Talked about, having a startup that's based on another startup, being Twitter. And he said he's not worried about that, being that the two of them don't really have a business model because they're creating a community, and that has value. In the e-commerce platform, Zappos came up with a really interesting statistic. They say that 75% of all their sales every day are from repeat customers. That means they don't expend a lot of effort trying to get new customers, like through search advertising on Google. They focus very much on customer service and not so focused on changing prices as they fluctuate. Tim Ferriss, who I've seen speak before, he wrote the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, always gives great presentations with great actionable advice. He gave advice on how to essentially create a following for less than $10,000. He actually converted it to euros for this audience. I don't remember the number, but long term, you have to think. And he said the bloggers actually have more influence than network television. He proved it by saying by going after bloggers, just a handful of key influential bloggers, his book stayed on the New York Times bestseller list longer and higher than when he made an appearance on the Today Show on NBC. Also, the Queen Reina of Jordan, who's actually kind of an internet celebrity, very well known on Twitter, she made a call out for real-time community for activism from all of us. And one other thing, I'm gonna make a complaint about LeWeb. I've enjoyed some of it, and it's been a good event, but the main stage, I can't tell who has and hasn't paid to be on that main stage. It's really hard to tell. I know at least half of them are. I can't tell. Usually when you're at a conference, they tell you sponsored prepresentation. I know some of them are, and I can't tell which. Lastly, Chris Pirillo, something I didn't mention yesterday. Chris Pirillo gave a presentation, and I called him the Rush Limbaugh of the Web 2.0 community. If you want to know my reasoning on it, you're going to have to check out my article that is also published alongside this, entitled The Cool and Not So Cool from LeWeb. Check it out. I want to thank everybody for following this, and if you got any comments, please let us know.